Today we are making bean burgers for one of our dear viewers, Rachel.
Yes.
Thank you for suggesting us to make a veggie burger. In this one, we're making black bean burgers, which we've been doing for a very long time.
And I
tell them how we got started with this.
Well, how I did this is all about the leftovers. Leftover black beans from Taco Tuesday night. Leftover quinoa. Leftover fajita cooked down peppers and onions. So all of that, I decided, okay, let's make a patty because I'm all about the patties and we love it. They can be saved and they're easy.
You can make them ahead of time and freeze them.
It's so awesome.
It's just really great.
So thanks, Rachel, for encouraging us to make this veggie patty just for you and everyone else out there, because it is a really tasty one. So let's talk about what's in it.
What you need is 1 can of black beans.
All right.
And then you need some quinoa. I also use brown rice. You can do whatever mixture if you have leftover grains or if you're making it.
Yeah.
The rice I find makes it just a little bit heartier.
Mm-hmm. No,
and
absolutely.
this is a lighter one. I mean, the quinoa, it's, I mean,
and you can
great. Either
and use
or.
the combination works great.
Fajita mixture. So this, we actually have a video, recipe video that we made this before. It's caramelized onions and bell peppers. And what's in here, this is the before, and this is the after.
But what goes into this mixture, I just want to kind of, share a little bit. So you have peppers, you have 2 small onions, or if you go to the farmer's market right now, what's in season are these big, bad, sweet Maui or sweet onions that are just incredible. And this is like 3 onions. So
yeah,
again, they cook down. You can see I used one of these and look at how much you got. So
it shrinks. And then you have a lime and then cloves of garlic. So again, that recipe you can get on our website and you can look back in another video.
Wait, I want to just share with them too the 2
what
things.
else?
So
you
cook it down in olive oil. You add a little balsamic vinegar.
That gives it the nice coloring.
And then because it was a fajita, you can use a fajita seasoning. So this is very seasoned. It's a lot of flavor. And garlic, if you don't have fresh garlic, you can use garlic powder. Okay?
Perfect. So, and then what else you need now that we've really talked a lot about these peppers and onions, you have cilantro.
Fresh cilantro.
Fresh cilantro.
And we're going to cut a little bit more too as we go, as we put things in.
And then we have ground toasted pumpkin and sesame seeds. This is kind of like your flour that's binding.
Okay, not sesame, sunflower.
Sunflower.
That's okay, that's okay. we use sesame seed, but not in this recipe.
No.
So toasted, and we just toast these lightly in a salted pan, dry salted pan.
I've done them raw before. I've ground them up too, and they work just fine.
So show them how we grind them up.
Well,
let's just bring it right here.
We use our little mini prep food processor.
Okay.
It's wonderful.
And you put about a cup of either a combination of sunflower seeds and pepitas.
One or the other works too.
Perfect. There you go.
And
all
this
done.
Is flour. Your little
it's like a little nut meal, and it's awesome because
and it's so fragrant. You really can. When you toast these seeds, you can smell.
Here, we can just put that
super
back
yummy.
over there. They add a meatiness to the burger. So if you have someone that's kind of not sure about a veggie burger, but you want to try something, the seeds add that meaty flavor to it.
The last couple ingredients you need: pecorino romano or Parmesan cheese.
1/4 cup of that. 1/4 cup of goat feta. And of course, a little more seasonings. Even though our peppers and onions are seasoning, we add a little bit more of either the Mexican and chili powder blend.
If you want it a little bit spicier, you can add some paprika.
Okay, and then an egg.
And an egg. So let's make these things.
This
There's lots to go in it, but
together.
It's all already made. So just kind of putting everything in the bowl. So start with some beans and Pegs over here with her little masher.
I'm gonna just gently kind of mash.
I don't mash them. I like having them whole. So leave some whole ones in there.
I will. I'm leaving them.
You're making
all
it.
Right.
Yes. Some whole, some mash. Again, your preference.
That's right.
We have the quinoa.
A cup of quinoa.
Cup of quinoa.
A cup of the peppers and the onions.
Yes.
And then here, I'll put this in, Meg. Why don't you slice a little bit more?
And with the cilantro, don't worry about taking all the leaves off. You just chop stems and all. It's all good. All of that has nice flavor to it. This is a lot of cilantro that you're putting in.
So good. And then we have a cup, half a cup to a cup, whatever, you know, your preferences of the ground nuts.
Again, this is gonna bind it, I feel like, with the egg and everything, so if you do a little bit more, totally fine.
Little cheese, lots of pecorino romano.
Another flour, and then you put the
seasonings, and the binder, the egg.
So you don't, I like to kind of gently mix it before
And you can do
too.
it right in there. Right,
and then you just kind of stir it all together.
Stir it up, and then I'm gonna get my hands in this.
Yes, and you can actually make this mixture the day before, so it'll kind of like stick together, just
mold together.
Yeah, mold it a lot nicer if you make it a little bit ahead of time.
So when you're mixing it together, you can actually feel that it's sticking together.
So those look good.
Yeah, these smell great. They're wonderful, and you can make them different sizes. I'm gonna put like just a couple little round balls. You can also make these our great little appetizers.
Yeah, you can do like bite-sized ones, like smaller,
and then
depending if you want it like the size of your palm, like a burger patty.
And then make, you know how we make that homemade hummus? We have videos on homemade hummus. That is a wonderful topper on this. So there's so many different things that you can use these. We also, if they don't hold together, don't worry about it because you can crumble them. Yeah, put them on salads.
Put them inside your tacos.
Yeah, they do a lot of really great things.
The pan's hot enough, so when you put them in.
Perfect.
And while you put them in, another way that you can use these patties is you can actually coat them as, well, Pegs is gonna show you. The extra step, you can coat them in whatever leftover of the ground nuts, seeds. Sunflower and pumpkin seeds. That's an extra step. You don't have to do that.
No, I'm gonna do these without.
So you'll get to see both of them. And as you can see, she made them into balls, and she's flattening them as she's putting them into the pan. And that is something that you can really get more of the surface because you want them crisp. That crispness is what's gonna keep them bound together because that's what's you're gonna be kind of scraping off. And it's just, that's the yummy stuff.
Well, and they really taste like a delicious burger, and you don't miss the meat.
Well, I mean, you have beans in there, good protein, and the seeds, again, it has that meaty flavor. So this is a really good veggie, hearty patty.
Okay, so we're gonna let them just fry for about 4 to 5 minutes per side. We're gonna flip them.
I like mine crisper, so I mean, depending on the heat, you could even do 6 to 7.
Yeah, but you don't want to go too high, like medium. I don't really cook above medium.
Low.
Do you?
No,
medium.
low.
Yeah, perfect. All right. All right, these are ready. And let me have this plate.
It's not letting me help her.
I'm gonna give it to you right now. No, I think that's good. We'll leave these in the pan. And then you can do one of two things. You can eat them straight up, because they're that good.
These are good just as is.
And like we talked about earlier, you can crumble them if they don't stick together, which some of them do.
Put them on buns.
You can either put them on buns, but the crumbly ones,
salad.
Those are great for salad, or inside a taco, just crumbly. And then if you want,
even if they're not crumbly, you can crumble it up. You put that on yours.
I like a little cilantro avocado hummus.
These are so flavorful. You don't even need like salt and pepper. We didn't put any in here because there's so much flavor to it, but you can use it afterwards to taste.
Because I like pepper.
Yeah. Let's try it.
So these are fresh hot. So oh my gosh, they're so
steaming.
Well, while Megan's tasting it, I'm going to let you know, for this full recipe, you can go to currygirlskitchen.com. You can visit us on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest,
Twitter. Constantly uploading more yummy recipes just like this. And oh my goodness.
It's so good. Rachel, you're going to love it.
Love it. Yes.
All right. Thank you for inspiring us.
Try it. You have to try it.
Okay, here we go.
Another one. Oh, that's so good. Mmm.